Hi there. I'm going to go over two of the formative assessment tools that I use kind of on a regular basis and that I was actually given the opportunity to do specialized PL for within our district. So the first one I'm going to look at is formative, and then the second one will be Edpuzzle. So in formative, I'm currently in the library. You can search whatever you want into the search box. Math always pops up for me first since I used to teach math, and I think I still probably have it checked. Along the left-hand side, you can see you can filter by grade, you can filter by subject, and even within subject, you can tier down into the standards specific to that. So as you can see, I have the math standards already listed here, and that's what's showing up in my search column. So if I click on any of these tests, they will show you a preview on the right-hand side. So this first one that's currently clicked is a slideshow and then a video. And then if I continue to scroll down, you'll see the questions that the students will need to answer. If I want to add it to a folder in my class, I can click the plus button and it will automatically add to my own library. If I go back up to formatives and it loads, you can see the formatives on the left-hand side of the screen and then my classes at the top of the screen. And they're in different colors, they're all color-coded. So here in the center, this is where the most of my students were doing work. These are from a couple years ago, actually, for milestones testing in Georgia. And if I click on any of these, you can see that I can edit the settings of each of them, or I can share with a colleague by giving them a copy or publishing to a library or just emailing them directly. So it's a great way for colleagues to share formatives that have already been created. If I want to assign one of these formatives to a class that has not already been assigned, I can scroll down to the one that I want, and then under each class shows up a plus sign, and I can just click the plus sign, and it will ask me which classes I want to assign it to if there are multiple ones I want to assign. So here I just want to assign it to my PL group, which is Embracing EdTech, and I can assign it, and it will shoot them a message in Google Classroom that I've assigned them something informative, and the link is directly in Google Classroom. If you go into classes, you can import from Google Classroom, which is what we do. Decatur has Google Classroom and all Google, so we're on the G Suite. But other schools use Clever, so I know that that's nice. So you have both of these that can sync together. You have all your classes listed here, the number of students in each class, and then you can also re-import students if you have new students that show up in the middle of the year. My tracker is empty because I no longer have the upgraded version. I can only see the last 2 weeks, and we have not had a PL session in the last 2 weeks. You used to be able to see all time. So if you get the unlimited tracker, you can see all of your students at any time, all the way back to the beginning of time when you created your formative account. So I like this because of all of the tracking data and what you can see, and the students can see, and they can see their progress as well. So Edpuzzle, on the other hand, does the same things. There are still trackers and all that in here, but this is a video. So within the videos, you have questions. So here's just my content. These are the videos that I've downloaded and then edited or just used as is. You can see the runtime, you can see the number of questions, you can see the topic of the video. Within your teacher screen, you can edit the video, watch the video, or duplicate the video. And once you're in there, so say you want to watch this video to preview what's on it, when it loads. All of these green question marks at the bottom represent questions that this person has already created and embedded in this video. And if I scroll to the bottom, I can either delete it, I can duplicate it, I can then edit it, or I can assign it to a class as is. I'm going to say that I'd like to edit this, and then you can see the features here. You can crop the video using these red tabs at the bottom. I could do a voiceover. So if there's something in the video that I want to make especially known to the kids, I can voice over it and tell them what I want them to know. Audio notes will happen just in different parts of the video that you choose, and you can emphasize something that you really need the kids to know. And then quizzes are all those green question marks. Those are the different questions that you can ask. So you can use multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, or you can just put a comment in, and it will stop the video, and the students need to recognize that the question has been asked. So here's one: why do Palestinians and Israelis continue to fight? And the students would need to write in their response to be able to continue the video. If I go back, Edpuzzle already comes up with curriculum for you, so you can choose elementary school, middle school, high school, and then view the content. And then it breaks it down even further. So there's stuff in here for world languages, PE and health, different electives that we have, CTE, EA classes, AE classes, sorry. And then you even have counseling things. So you can also go to popular channels. So we use Khan Academy and math a lot here. We use TED Talks and social studies frequently, National Geographic and science. Numberphile is fun too for the math folks. I like these videos, they're fun to watch. And you can edit any of these videos. They're all whitelisted for Google. So if you are a G Suite school, all of these are already whitelisted and you do not need to go through your district office. So I like these, they're great. You can see teachers, you can see student content as well. So if I go into my content and if I go into gradebook at the top and I look at different classes, so I can look at Miss Corey's class, I co-teach with her frequently, and I change my dates to see where she, let's see, November or December until today, and I save, I can see the work that her students have done. So I see lots of zeros, which means maybe they just didn't get to this video. But if you look at the green bar at the bottom, that says that they've completed it. This one, the green bar is complete, but the student got a 70 on the assessments. Here's another one with a 50. Some students, here's another one with an 80. So they light up, red for not passing, yellow for kind of needs some help, and then green for full passing. And then if there are no questions or the kids just skip through the questions, it'll just be a green bar with no % in the center. So here are all her students. And then the assignments are listed at the top. You can also export this gradebook to your desktop, and you can save it that way, and it'll show up in a spreadsheet. So hopefully I was able to give you some understanding of both of these programs and how great they are. I particularly like Edpuzzle when I'm searching on YouTube. You can add it as an extension up on your Chrome. It's right here. And then every time you pull up YouTube, it shows a little Edpuzzle icon at the bottom of the video. And you can automatically send it to your Edpuzzle account and start editing questions and cropping the video and then assigning it to your students. It's extremely helpful when you find a video that isn't already in the curriculum. So hopefully that helped you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.